Hi, Karen from Quantum Heart Awakening. This will be a Divine Feminine reading. Okay, let's see where we go. Divine Feminines are evolving into their complexity. Divine Feminine energy is completing the cycle of solely living a dual experience. We are embracing and honoring our duality. Divine Feminines are honoring their inner truth and their nourishing self while waiting for further divine instructions. We are anchoring this new paradigm. We are birthing new creations. We are dreaming and being this new world into creation. Okay. This energy feels like a vortex, but a very slow, calm vortex. It's interesting because I've tried to record this probably 6 or 7 times, and I start to lose my voice every time I get into the bulk of the reading. So each time I try to approach the messages from another angle. So I'm going to move very slowly with this. Okay, Divine Feminines, by doing the work to bring your shadow up to the light, you are able to access the power of this mystical truth. More than that, by looking in the mirror and taking accountability for what is showing up for you, you are accessing this inner priestess, this inner divine teacher. You are accessing the beauty of the path, the devotion of the path. You are clearing core wounds. You are accessing another level of sovereignty and personal freedom. This is a rebirth time, but more specifically, this higher conscious awareness is dropping in and flowing over your beautiful body as you process karmic debris. The more you let in, the more you will break through. This is kind of the ebb and flow of like doing the work, receiving the love, doing the work, transmuting, vibrating, receiving the love, processing karmic debris, letting go, detaching of relationships, detaching of jobs, people, places, and things, and receiving the love. By mastering this ride, this wild ride that we're all in, we are again clearing these core wounds and accessing this throne energy. Connect with your womb space. You could even create a ritual around your own womb. You can get your favorite essential oils or oils and have a womb ritual where you kind of gently rub the oils into your womb space, maybe sending love to your womb, maybe even sending love to your matriarchal lineage, honoring the feminines that have come before you. For some of you that have not gotten into astrology, this may be something that may be knocking on your door. We have this look to the stars card. With any modality of wisdom teaching, I always say take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We don't want to make any of these modalities a false idol, right? We don't want to give our power away to anything outside of ourselves. However, in my experience, at minimum, looking up your birth chart and your natal chart and seeing where your core signs are, they can offer a profound amount of insight, and not even about where you're supposed to go, even though North Node, South Node information is incredibly powerful. But I use astrology, and what has been the most supportive for me is the self-awareness pieces that support in informing me about who and what I am, and also that has supported discerning what environment I thrive in. It helped me set containers and boundaries for where I thrive. So it doesn't have to be this whole entire, identity that you align yourself with, but there are bits and pieces that can support you with better taking care of self, better knowledge around what you actually need to honor your inner truth and to support this soul wisdom to come through, to support the vessel. Okay. This is kind of a smaller reading, and yet the energy is really intense. I just feel this vortex in my heart, in my chest. It's actually not in my heart. It's between my throat chakra and my heart. So it's just kind of pinballing back and forth. That might also be a message for someone. Is there some truth that is deep within your heart that you are struggling to communicate? Is there anything left that your throat is holding? I keep looking at this mirror card. It says, who or what is triggering you? Do you have any active triggers at the moment? Right? Because we aren't always aware of what's running in the unconscious, right? But if you slow the body enough and drop deep enough, something will arise from the depths. And it's there and only there that you can take action that is in alignment. Yeah, for some of you that have an active trigger right now, again, emotional release is necessary. You can even, the way I look at emotional release is it needs to be done daily, if not weekly. It's just like taking your car in for a tune-up. It's much better to go in for a scheduled check-in with your car than wait till your car is broken down on the side of the road, right? So there's something here about maybe scheduling times to vibrate the nervous system so that you're not overloaded and flooded by the density. Okay. Here's a really specific message for some divine feminines. If you have had an awareness or an awakening around the twin flame path, and you have had the awareness arise that the person that you have attached this journey to is not your person, honor what is showing up for you. Instead of feeling defeated that you failed, that you messed up, that you got something wrong, honor that your discernment is working. Celebrate that your discernment is working. We have this this is a deeply painful journey, and it will affect your personality. We have this dazzling charm card in reverse. And what that shares with me is that there is a bit of your soul spark that has been dimmed by being let down. And for some of you that have had a more intense traumatic experience, you could even use big words like betrayal and abandonment, these types of dense energies. Allow yourself to be cracked open like this. The visual I'm getting is like this ever unfolding rose, right? This perpetual blooming. Honor what is showing up for you and just be present through that. Your inner soul glow will return in divine timing. Do not beat yourself up or lament that you are not able to access the highest and best interpretation of what is happening right now. We cannot rush this process. It is not kind to self to try to force yourself to be somewhere where you're not. So really honor and trust that you will ground back in self when you've cleared this leg of the journey. Again, yesterday or the day before, we had a ton of cards around grounding. It keeps coming up. We have connect with the earth in the unconscious. Where are you not grounding? Where are you not recognizing that you are one thread of this grand tapestry? There's something here about accessing oneness, that letting yourself be held by this grid of unconditional love and infinite oneness will support this love returning to you. It will heal all wounds. So allow yourself to steep in that energy. Okay, let's get some other cards. Let's get some angel cards. Okay, we immediately have Beloved One. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Now remember, as you hear that, you may assume that it is an external relationship. But here's the thing. The divine wants the highest and best possible life for you. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Take this to mean that you are fully supported in coming into inner union, in allowing and clearing the space so that this inner marriage can take place. We also have spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Okay, this is another. Specifically, what I'm getting off of this is, again, this throat chakra, that your inner truth is ready to soar, that you have all of the tools, you have all of the foundational work completed under your wings, that you are actually safe to speak this truth and allow this truth to carry you into this next leg of the journey. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, we have career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Okay, this is something very common on the spiritual path, that you get to a point where you do all of this work, you show up with integrity and sincerity, you just, you're present with what is in the now. And by living life that way, it becomes very clear what is no longer in resonance, what no longer serves this way of being, right? I just got chills as I said that. And now tears are rising up. There is something, hold on. I am feeling the weight of all that we have carried on our shoulders. I am feeling the weight that we have lived in a very abrasive environment, abrasive to spirit, right? We have climbed up the mountain in insane climates to get to this awareness, to reach this level of illumination. Sorry, it's just incredibly moving. Excuse me. Wow, this is really powerful. It's taken so much to access this level of conscious awakening. And you have the power to take it across the finish line. Ooh, excuse me. Hold on a second. Let me just vibrate back down to ground. That was wild. You have what it takes to take yourself and your mission over the finish line. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Remember that. So those of you who are at this massive fork in the road of where you were and where you are now and where you could go, you know what the choice is. You know which way to go, and you have all of the tools and skills to take you there. Wow, that was really intense. Okay, this came out yesterday or the day before. We have claircognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Again, your body instrument is the most sensitive tool that you have in your toolbox. Listen to the impressions it's getting, right? It doesn't matter how the awareness comes. The divine has its own, you and the divine have developed your own language. This is where the synchronicities start to come in. Okay, let's get some more. Bear with me. Yeah, okay. All right, Spirit, what do the Divine Feminines need to know for the highest and best good of themselves and the planet? Okay, we have Divine Source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. We also have individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in Earth School. Amen to that. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord. Oh, I love that. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what is needed. You know, it's interesting, and I mean, those that know me know that I don't shy away from a, you know, spiritual fight, if you will. But I'm being called to say this, and I want to say this with a profound amount of grace. I honor that in our culture, religion in the past can only take us so far sometimes. Or not just religion, but even bodies of knowledge, even things we've studied in school. This These diverse wisdom teachings can only take us so far, right? They could lead us to water, but they can't make us drink. That is something that we have to wield our free will and sovereignty to take that aligned action. And everyone's inner voice is going to say something different, right? Because we each have a different soul mission here. Okay, let's see what else. All right, anything else for the Divine Feminine Spirit? Okay, I have cards flying everywhere. Bear with me. We have Shine. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. I'm going to put this directly under this duality card, right? Look at that beautiful, beautiful woman / tree of life. It's almost like half tree, Mother Gaia, half mermaid, Mother Gaia. It's this beautiful balance of honoring the water and the fire, right? The emotions and the grounded passion, right? There's something really powerful about that. Anything else, Spirit? I don't know about you, but I needed this slower energy today, and that also may be a message in and of itself. Where are you moving too fast? Is there something that you can slow down so that you can access even more richness from the soil that you're experiencing right now? Okay, we have feelings. Healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. You know, the other really simple practice that it never fails that going back to basics always works, right? And one of my basic tenets when I'm in at a crossroads or in a difficult situation, I always ask, okay, what is the next kindest step I can take for myself? It doesn't have to be the best step. It doesn't have to be the most, the biggest step. It just has to be the kindest step. It doesn't matter how small or big it is, but in this moment, what is the kindest next step? Maybe you're dealing with a problem at work that you just can't solve. And maybe the kindest next step for yourself is to take a sip of water. This macro, micro self-care is so important because this will get us into the practice of honoring this non-dual experience. So maybe today it's recognizing that in the face of an overwhelming work dilemma, that actually hydrating self is a powerful, powerful tool in your toolbox. And maybe tomorrow it will be, that very small gesture of hydrating self, it might be listening to source. You might get a download tomorrow that you're not supposed to solve the work crisis because you're no longer supposed to be there. Maybe someone else has a divine soul contract to solve that work crisis. Maybe that is not your job. And so we're training the body instrument to become so sensitive to be able to receive these impressions so that it can fuel our wise discernment and our intuition so that we can take steps that are aligned with our soul mission here. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Well, that was a ride we went on. It's funny because the last few readings, this idea of material wealth keeps coming up. 3 days ago, we had money. It literally specifically talked about money. I think yesterday it talked about abundance in all capacity. We have abundance here as well. It says, being a thoughtful steward for the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. When you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. And again, we are honoring that what we determine as wealth is shifting. What society determines as wealth is shifting. There is something here about not giving our power away to money, but honoring that money is just an energy, right? Money is just a resource. Money is not our boss. We are the boss of our own abundance. Okay, is there anything else we should get? I'm going to get a cosmic journey, couple cards. Okay, Spirit, what do the divine feminines need to know? We have, I'm a galactic star seed blossoming, or blooming. I said blossoming, but same thing. Yeah, there's this honoring where you are right now. There is something divine that you're meant to receive in the seeding stage, right? The seed has been germinating, so there's a little growth that's beginning. The wisdom that you have that you're supposed to receive right now is not the wisdom that you're going to receive when you are in another stage of blooming. So try to just honor where you are right now. Okay, for some of you, we have 3, 2, 1, jump. This can inspire action, aligned action, and actually physically going out there and making the change that you've been sitting on for so long. What is that thing? I'm actually looking at this, remembering this mirror card. Who or what is triggering you? So yes, this could be an action step, but the action could also be internal. This 3, 2, 1 jump could mean, okay, it's finally time to stop thinking negatively about yourself. It's finally time to take care of your body in the way that you've always wanted to. It's finally time to complete those tasks that have been hanging over you for so long. So use this card, this 3, 2, 1 jump action step. Use it as a lens to look at your life to see where, what is begging for your attention. Okay, we also have every cycle is a higher opportunity. Yeah, this is this path. And we have, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Absolutely. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's get one divine feminine card because I have them now and I'm so excited that I feel balanced in my collection now. All right, Spirit, any last messages for divine feminines? Yes, divine feminines. Anything for divine feminines? While we're waiting for a message, I ask that you hover over divine feminines, God, and let grace run through them because with you, all things are possible. Anything for divine feminines? Nope, I'm going to sit here till something comes. Oh, there we go. Okay. We have fall in love with yourself again to bring in the love of your life. Absolute reality is beyond name, form, and individuality. It is within you. It is the gateway to your noble self. Let's look within for a place of rest, your temple of the heart. Let go of clinging. View your situation as a witness. Your inner strength grows. Emptiness is the absolute reality, the source and support of all things. Okay, thank you so much for being with me here today. I hope this was supportive, and I will see you in the next one.